This is the John Brown Alliance, where we don't fear, we fight. We know the assignment, and we're not here to get clickbait or start a fan club. We're here to start a resistance. I came to the realization today, after I was on YouTube for quite some time, and all I see is clickbait. All I see is, this is going to end Trump. So-and-so blindsided Trump. The demise of MAGA. It's just clickbait. I came to the realization that no one in America, outside of the people protesting right now, and they have been out there every day in Washington, D.C., including D.C. residents, no one is going to do anything. On two hands, I can count the amount of Democratic leaders that are actually out there doing things and putting themselves at risk. And one Mr. Massey from the Republican Party. This is the most pathetic thing I have ever seen in my life. Right now, the United States of America is absolutely, positively vulnerable to every possible terrorist attack, inside and out, because we have reduced ourselves to this. I'll take a moment to ask you to like and subscribe to this video, because I really think that some of us are left still speaking the truth. We're not here to get on MSNBC. We're not here to make money. We're here to try and save our families and our way of life. Everything has already been taken from us. And almost all, if you look like me, are civil rights. If you honestly believe in this country, and if you honestly want to help us, people that look like me, please stop with the clickbait and this stuff about what Donald Trump hates and all that kind of stuff. That's all white people putting that kind of stuff out there. You have the luxury of waiting till the 2026 election. Because if everything goes bad, you can always claim that you supported Donald Trump. And you can join the Nazi regime and not be killed. The rest of us have no other choice. The rest of us who have been doing this for years and years and years have no other choice, because we've already been on the radar. But I digress. Before they had America Online and dial-up, I studied computer network engineering. And I always knew that when computers got in the hands of normal Americans, it would be the decline of Western civilization. And here we are. But yet, every day, the same people in bright yellow letters post up something to bring your hopes up, to get you that little high, to make you think that you don't have to do anything. That's not true. While you're asleep and you're getting ready to do 12 podcasts a day, people like me are up all night, looking out the window, waiting to see if somebody's going to come knock on the door because we made a video. People like me are up, watching the elders in our neighborhood to make sure that nothing happens to them. It is 4 o'clock in the morning or later, and in a couple hours I have to get up and work a shift at a doctor's office to cover for somebody who's sick. But tomorrow I'll get on the internet hoping to see something different, and I won't. People that earn hundreds of thousands of dollars a year are sitting in Congress right now, while people like me have to watch out for other people's families, because they are the threat. because they are triggering our genetic memory and telling us things that we heard in the 1960s, in the 1920s, and in the 1860s. And we hear that over and over again when we leave the house. Now, before you find out, while you slept, moves were being made to take the Second Amendment right away from transgender people. Now, last I heard, anyone who was an American citizen had the right to bear arms and protect themselves. I don't know if you remember, but when Barack Obama got elected, and every other Democrat, MAGA was up in arms saying they're going to take away your guns. And what are they doing now? Taking away people's guns. If transgender people lose their right to bear arms, who do you think is next? Black people. Just like in California under Ronald Reagan. That's the only time they passed gun legislation willingly. Because the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense showed up at the Capitol armed so they could protect citizens. What we are about to lose is everything that every person that claims to be a descendant of Americans fought for. This isn't for the first and second generation Jew or Nazi that fled here under the auspices of seeking freedom. It's not for the Cuban that ran here because they didn't want to account for what they did in Cuba and then voted Republican. This is for every Native American, Black American, and White American who came here for the pursuit of happiness and for a free country. It is for those who were here that had their land stolen. It is for those who were enslaved here after they were kidnapped from their country. This America that we are about to fight for is for those who will not stand for anything less than what was promised by the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Once those rights are taken away from transgender people, which has absolutely nothing to do with why they should or should not carry a gun, everyone's Second Amendment rights are in danger. And if it has taken you this long to realize that the only thing that is going to stop this is us, then you've already lost the fight. But this is the John Brown Alliance. And some of us stand alone. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. I would like for people to stand up for America. I would like for people to do the right thing. I would like to not get on YouTube and see a bunch of clickbait selling false hopes. But that's not the world we live in. Now, there are police officers and veterans that have already put their faces out there and put their lives on the line for us in the streets. If you really believe that you deserve to live in a free country, then you need to step up your game. Because right now, it's really weak. If the 2026 election is stolen because Donald Trump's have troops all over the United States of America with the National Guard, then it'll be well deserved. Because the people should have risen up against Donald Trump on January 6th. If they, Congress, and Democrats did that back then, including Merrick Garland and Nancy Pelosi, we would not be here right now. So what we need to do is take stock in where we are and act accordingly. Stop stalling, stop waiting, and stop making excuses. This is the end of the road. Before Christmas, either we are going to live in a free America or we are going to live under authoritarian rule. Best case scenario, we won't have enough food to eat or a place to live in, because that's what they aim to do. That's what Vladimir Putin did to his people. That's what Kim Jong-un did to his people. And that's what Donald Trump intends to do to you. If that's what you're willing to settle for, then you're no better than the people that voted for Donald Trump. You are MAGA if you fail to act right now. This is the John Brown Alliance. When you see something wrong, do something right.